The joy of the Lord is your strength. That's it. Sorry. Bible student doesn't even know her Bible. Gosh. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. If you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things. I post a video every Friday. So I have some exciting news. As you guys can tell by the title of this vlog, I'm moving. And so I have lived in Louisville, Kentucky, like my whole life, pretty much. But I am actually moving, not anywhere in the United States, but I am moving to Australia. So yeah, I'm moving to Australia in January. I am moving to Sydney, which is like kind of like a big city in Australia. It's where, if you've seen, I'll probably pop like a picture right here of the Opera House. If you've seen the Opera House, that's where Sydney is. I'm actually living in like more of a suburban area. I'm moving there for Hillsong College, and Hillsong Church is a global church. They are amazing. Pastor Brian and Bobby Houston actually started it years ago. So I'm super excited to be under their leadership and to be learning and challenging and growing. So a little bit why I chose Hillsong. So this is actually a crazy story. So chat with me. In February, I remember driving down the road and I like heard Australia and I was like, Lord, what? You know that I've always, like, I love the ocean, I love the beach, I love all these fun things that have to do with being in like that country or whatever. And so I was like, what are you saying? And then like literally I opened my Instagram and the first thing that I saw was live in Melbourne, Australia. It wasn't like an ad or anything. It was actually like a pastor that I followed, and they were doing a podcast. So I just took it with a grain of salt. I began to start praying about it, and I'm not kidding, literally every single day I would see something about Australia, whether it was like, for some reason we had Tim Tams, which are these like Australian candy or like cookies or something in our house randomly, to like my literal favorite mug. Oh, I need to show you all. This is like a funny story that I'm just gonna share, and then I'll get to like the actual like Holy Spirit, like, but so just like little things like this, the Lord would speak and I'm just like, okay, what are you showing me about Australia? So anyways, this mug, I'm like always afraid I'm gonna break it and drop it and I'll never have it again, because it literally, like, just the inside is like so pretty and it's just, she's so perfect. So I like started looking for this mug. I knew that I got it at Anthropology, and so I like looked up this artist, Cassie Burns, for Anthropology. Looked it up on Anthropology. I actually found out this mug is actually named Melbourne, which is a city in Australia. And I was just like, Lord, what? And then I found out that she, the artist, is actually from Australia. And I was just like, of course, like all of these things were happening to me every single day. So I was just like, okay, Lord, I don't know what this means. Like, I knew about Hillsong. I knew it was in Australia. When I was first looking at colleges for ministry, I looked at their website and I just was like, oh, I don't know, like, and then SEU popped up. That's a whole nother story. So didn't end up going there, didn't like put my email in or anything, literally just like looked on their website and looked at the information about their college. Then the Lord really speaks to me in dreams a lot, and if you have dreams, he probably speaks to you too. We can talk about that another time. It's such a great thing that the Lord does. But so he spoke to me in a dream, and in this dream, as I was praying through Australia, I think that this was back in, let me see my calendar. I didn't write it down or anything. I'm just gonna like guesstimate, you know what I mean? Like Bill Nye the Science Guy. So I feel like this was back in April, May time when the Lord gave me this dream. So in the dream, I'm in this big room and it's like kind of dark, but there's a big like armoire chair and then like an old time looking TV, and the TV's like got the static on right now and it has like the little antennas and everything sticking out of it. Like, it was so cute. But so I go and sit in this chair, and in the dream the TV turns on and it's actually Pastor Brian Houston preaching, and I hear the Holy Spirit say, so I've been on this journey, pause right there. So you heard the first part of the dream, pause there. I've been on this journey to like get to know the Holy Spirit more because I didn't grow up in a church that like was very full of the Holy Spirit. I didn't grow up in a home that was very full of the Holy Spirit. So like when I learned that the Holy Spirit lives inside of us and that like he works through us and that he does all of these things inside of us and through us for other people to build God's church, there's like tons of gifts that he gives us that like can be cultivated in our heart and in our lives. I have just been on this journey to get to know the Holy Spirit, and so I'm always praying, Lord, let me know you more, help me to know you more, help me to know your Spirit more, like cultivate like an increase of the Holy Spirit inside of me so that way I can just be a vessel for you to like reach the world. So I'm praying all this stuff. So as I'm praying all of this about getting to know the Holy Spirit more in this dream, play. So the TV turns on, Pastor Brian Houston is speaking, I'm sitting in the chair, and I hear the Holy Spirit say, you need to learn about me through Pastor Brian. And I was like, so I woke up, I had that dream, and I was like, whoa, okay, like he lives in Australia, this is kind of crazy. I know he's the pastor of Hillsong and all this stuff. So I just like watched a few of his sermons and I was like, okay, this guy's cool. Like, I mean, he's amazing. Like, he has a lot of wisdom and knowledge and all this stuff. So then like 2 nights later, or like in that week, my friend Leanne got a word for me. If you don't know what a word is, it's basically like somebody gets like a download from the Holy Spirit. I do this a download from the Holy Spirit for themselves, for others, for whatever, but it's literally like the Holy Spirit speaking to you, and she got a word for me. So it was like God literally spoke to her about me, and basically the word was about the south wind, and how it was like coming into my life, and it's a very like biblical spiritual thing. And so I was like, in my head when I got that word, it was like 4 in the morning, and I woke up and I listened to it and I was like, this is crazy. I feel like I've heard Pastor Brian speak a word about the south wind, and I was just like, So I just literally like YouTube Googled Pastor Brian Houston Hillsong South Wind, and it was actually their Vision 2020 message. And I was just like, oh my gosh, Lord, what are you doing? This is crazy. So I clicked on the message and I watched it, and it literally was like just the Holy Spirit speaking to me so much. So I was just kind of shook, and I was like, okay, I mean, if you want me to go to college there, like, you need to show me, and you need to like put that into my life. I'm like sitting down one day and I randomly, guys, I told you at the beginning, like, I have never signed up for anything on their website. Randomly get a message from Hillsong College. It was just like the craziest thing. I was like, oh my gosh, Lord. And so I like opened it, and I think that it was like about like applying for a class or something, or joining college, whatever it was. I don't even remember now, but yeah, so I really felt like that was like a lot of confirmation for me. And then I just prayed like, Lord, if you want me to go. My parents really, I'm so freaking blessed to have them in my life and for them to provide for me in the way that they do, because they pay for my school and stuff. So I told the Lord, I said, if this is like something you want me to do, then my parents have to be okay with it, because I cannot afford to just go to Australia. Like, of course, like if he told me to go and I had no money, I would literally go because he told me to, and I know that he would provide for me. But my parents are a huge part of my testimony and my story, and how much they've provided for me and what the Lord's done like through them for me, like, is just immense. And it has opened up so many doors in my life and allowed me to do so many things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do without them. So Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, I just love you so much and I'm so thankful for you. But so when I talked to them, they were like, you need to go right now, like let's sign you up and all this stuff, and they were so excited for me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I might be going to Hillsong College, this is crazy. Anyway, so I'm moving to Hillsong, I'm moving to Sydney, and yeah, if you could just keep me in your prayers and pray that God would do what only he can do in me and through me, and there, and that I would just get revelation and have discernment and wisdom. And yeah, so I'm just like very excited. I feel like life is an adventure and I just keep walking with Jesus, and the more that I walk with him, the bigger this adventure gets. And so if you don't know Jesus, he is my best friend and he is my life. So I will definitely talk about him more on this channel. Okay, well, I love you. I hope you guys are having a great day.